guys, welcome back to my channel and another monthly haul here. This is the second monthly haul that I'm doing in my new budgeted format. I am currently only using the money that I make off of my YouTube channel and through like Mediocre Manny's codes and things like that for nail polish purchases and like nail adjacent purchases. The money that I made in January is what I was allowed to spend in February. I also roll over any excess, so I had a little bit of excess to roll over. If you want more details on, how I'm doing that, I do talk about that more in my previous haul, so go check that out. I will link it up in the cards. But as far as the monetary breakdown for what I had to spend in February, I rolled over $61.15 from January's budget. That's what was left over. And then from YouTube and codes, I made $139.88, which left me with $201.03 to spend in February. So let's see how we did. I'm pretty sure I have swatches for at least half of this stuff. Anything I don't, I will post like a close-up bottle shot. I'm behind. So actually, before we get into February, I do have to mention, back in January, I talked about I had purchased from the Fandom Flakies box, and I had only purchased the sticker and the water slide decals, and it was SpongeBob themed. And when I got my package, there was like a mix-up, and they sent me the water slide decals and the two polishes. And so I did end up with, this is Night Owl Lacquer's The Inner Machinations of My Mind Are an Enigma. And then we have BKL's The Walls Will Ooze Green Slime. And I like waffled on it because I was like, well, I wanted the sticker, and like these are worth way more than the sticker, and would it be bratty to be like, can you send me this sticker? And I talked to like 6 people, and they were like, just tell them the situation and they'll send you the sticker. So I emailed them and I was like, guys, I think there was a mix-up. You sent me 2 polishes, but I ordered the $5 sticker, and they didn't ask for the polishes back. They were just like, we'll send you the sticker right now. And they sent it right out. Like, their customer service is phenomenal. I do feel bad that they sent me, what is this, like $30 worth of polish right here? Like, and they didn't ask for it back. If they had asked, I would have sent it, because like, I don't want to be evil. But they didn't, so I did get the 2 SpongeBob polishes for free. Add that. So then, actually in February, on February 1st, I got a package from my friend Stacy, or Quality Nails, over on Instagram. And she was like tracking the package and like yelling at me to go to my mailbox to go get it. She sent me the craziest gift. It is all 7 of the Shrek Moyu London plates, which I wanted these really bad when they first came out, but I was like, oh, I'll wait for a sale. And then I just kept not buying them. And then when I finally was like, let me go buy them, there was only 2 in stock, and they weren't like getting a restock. And the 2 that were in stock just weren't even the best plates, obviously. I mean, who's gonna leave the best plates in stock? And so I was like, well, I'm resigned to never getting them. And I was talking about that when I was on my trip to California, and she found them like on Mercari or something like that. They are completely unused. They all still have the foil on them, brand new in their little sleeve things. And I'm so excited. I haven't used these yet because I was waiting for something else that we're going to talk about. And I think that I'm going to be able to get my stream up and running this month. And on my first stream, I think I want to do Shrek nails. So we're saving these for that. In that package, she also stuck in a couple little extras. So there's Essie's the Espadrille, and it's just this like really pretty yellow. I think I look amazing in yellow. Let's just be real. Let's be a little narcissistic. So I was happy that she sent me that. And then she's trying to psyop me into falling in love with her favorite top coat. She sent me the Polish for Days Crystalline top coat. And so far, I have really liked this. She really likes it because I think she said it's 7 free or 5 free. It's something free versus, some of those with, how the hell do you say this word? Is toluene or toluene? I always look at the word and I see the first letter and the last letter, and every letter in between I'm just like, whatever, it doesn't matter. So in my head I've always pronounced it toluene, And then I heard somebody say it out loud and I was like, oh, that's not right. And so I can never remember. But yeah, it doesn't have that. So there's really no shrinkage issue with this. And it is like, I mean, it says crystalline. It really is. It's very clear, very shiny. I would say it's just a touch thinner than like what I'm used to using, like Glisten and Glow and stuff like that. But I really like it, and I will probably be buying multiple bottles after this is out. I have been using this one for my everyday wear manis, and then I've been just using Glisten and Glow for my, like, if I'm taking a bunch of swatch photos, because I don't know, I need to start cycling my top coats and base coats more, because I just focus on the same one and then the other ones don't get any love. So I have been using this one quite a bit recently. On the 3rd, that was when Polish Pickup went live, and I only picked out 2 from my wish list. On the 3rd, Polish Pickup went live, and I only picked out 2 polishes this time, which I guess I say this time, but I feel like every time I buy 2, because I'm trying to limit myself to 2, because Polish Pickup is so early in the month, and I don't want to blow my whole budget on Polish Pickup and then have nothing for the end of the month, because, you know, it's like, I feel like the months go fast, but when you don't have any money, the month drags. And so then you're like, oh no, I can't do this, I can't do that. But anyways, I picked up the Clionadh Cosmetics. This one is I Want an Everlasting Gobstopper. And honestly, when I watched Willy Wonka as a kid, that was like really what I wanted. I wanted to chew on that thing. It reminded me, I had this toy as a kid that I definitely chewed on a lot as a child. It's like a rumble ball or something where you turn it on and it bounces around the floor, and it has these like rubber pegs on it. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up, but I liked to chew on the pegs for some reason. I don't know. And that's what the Everlasting Gobstopper reminded me of. And so I always wanted one to chew on because of that toy. But yeah, it's like a silver flaky with a bunch of like colored metallic flakies running through it. Kind of reminds me of TV Static a little bit, but more colorful. And I love Clionadh, so that was perfect for me. And then, yes, I absolutely bought the Sweet and Sour lacquer. This is called What Are You Doing in My Swamp? This is what I wanted to wait for so that I could use it in conjunction with the Shrek stamping plates. And I got something else, which I'll show you guys on the stream when I get there, but it's all coming together. It's a vision. You'll see. But I just feel like Sweet and Sour has been like after my heart lately, especially with their creepy and strange greens. So please, Sweet and Sour, keep doing what you're doing. Oh, and my total for Polish Pickup was $31.27. And in those totals, I don't know if I said this before, but I am including tax and shipping and all that, because I feel like that comes out of the budget too. I know some people probably wouldn't, but I feel like I'm trying to be really good about it. So I did include like tax and shipping and all that. So $31.27 for Polish Pickup. And then on the 12th, I had filmed a video of like brands that I only owned one polish from and why. And they were not like negative reasons. They were just like, I just never happened to do this or that. And I'll pop the video up in the cards. But I ended up going over to Moonshine Manis website and picking up a few more because I had only had the one. And I just felt like it was time. If you bought 3 or more, you got 20% off at checkout. So I had 3 Moonshine Manis on my wish list that I keep a like separate wish list of like all the polishes that I really want. And every once in a while I revisit it and like cull it or add to it and just decide, did I really want this? Whatever. But those 3 Moonshine Manis have really hung on that wish list. And so I finally picked them up. And then I saw one on the website that I was like, oh, I gotta have that too. So I added that, and my total for Moonshine Mani was $41. And here's what I got. I got In the Pacific, which is her dupe for Pacific Blue, because I want to feel included. I really like this. Man, it matches my hoodie. I do understand why people really like this color. It is very, very pretty. And I don't know if this is like an exact dupe for Pacific Blue because I've never seen the real one in real life, but wait, that's a lie. Yes, I have, because my friend Stephanie has it, but I forgot what it looked like in my head. So I don't know. It's probably the same. I like this. I also had this. It's called Dark Iron Destiny 2.0. It is a gray with these red to green, or maybe pink to green, I guess you could say, flakies in there. And I just like a gray polish with something weird going on, so I had to get that. So those two are on my list. The third one that was on my list is Ragnarok. It's a gross green. I have no connection to like Thor or any of the like Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff. Like it's just not my thing. I'm not super interested in it, so I rarely pick up stuff based off of that, but the color was like that's what sucked me in, and then I was like, "Oh, it's Thor. I don't care." But there's just too much. There's too much to focus on. I can't keep up. I already am focused on a series that's like over 1,000 chapters long, One Piece, and I don't have time or the headspace for any other giant universe, so it's just not for me. But this polish, that's for me. And then when I was browsing the website, this one just really caught my eye, and it's called Fuchsia's So Bright. It doesn't look like it's even showing up on camera correctly. It is kind of like a flip-flop fantasy type color, maybe a little bit more vibrant. And it has purple flakies running through it, and it's just really fun. And I saw it and was like, "You're coming home with me," and threw it in the cart. And I was like, okay, I have to stop because $41 is a lot. Halfway through the month, I want to have money left. On the 14th, I received the entire Orly NASA collection in PR, so I got these 4 polishes, plus I got all the nail wraps. I did do an entire dedicated video on this collection, so check that out in the cards if you're interested. But just real quick, I'll show you the swatches. Anyways, we have Golden Record, which is this fun little gold. Perseverance, which is a dusty Mars red. View from L2, which is a kind of black jelly base with holographic glitter running through it. And I say this like 1,000 times in that video, but I love the bottle. And then we have Spirit of Peace, which is a topper. It has like a gold shimmer running through it. It has white mini hex glitters and slightly larger gold hex glitters. And it's a fun topper. Maybe that shimmer is green, not gold. It's hard to tell. But yeah, I do have the whole video on that if you want a more in-depth video of me just gushing over how cute the collection is. I also placed an order with Cirque, and I spent $43.50 on Cirque, which garners you 3 polishes. Looking at this now, like thinking $43 for 3 things. That's a lot. That is a lot. I don't know. Maybe taking a step back is like a healthy mentality to be like, wow, that's a lot to spend on this, you know? I mean, it still brings me a great deal of joy, but I like that I'm having to think a little bit more precisely about how I spend my polish budget and things like that. I think mentally it's like a good thing, because before I was just buying whatever I wanted, and maybe things don't feel as special to me specifically when you can get everything you want as soon as you want it. So sometimes it's nice to kind of like hold off a little bit, think about it, make it worth your while. I guess maybe that sounds crazy, but for me, that's just kind of how I mentally work, I guess. But yeah, the whole reason I placed an order with Cirque was because I wanted this new magnetic. This one is called Lynx, and it is a green, of course. And I was talking about that wish list earlier. I went onto my personal wish list, and it's in the same file as my my big spreadsheet. It's like a separate tab of just like a wish list of all the polishes from different brands. And I ended up adding a couple more from my wish list into my cart. So I got Cool Blast, which is this kind of like indigo-ish with like a bunch of iridescent flakies. This one's been on my wish list for a while, and this color, I don't know, I just love it. And I also added Paradiso? And it reminds me of Sully from Monsters, Inc. because it's that like bluish, it looks like his fur a little bit. And then there's like some purple shimmer running through it. And then I think it also has some like sparse holographic glitter. And I was like, cool, I have reduced my wish list by so much this month. But then I started browsing the Cirque website and found 2 more to add to my personal wish list. I decided not to add them to the cart this time. And so my wish list grew and shrank at the same time. It balanced out, it zeroed out. On the 16th, I received a package from a company called Glitz Finger. This is like a press-on brand, and they had reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try some of their stuff. And I usually don't wear press-ons. I love them. I think they're really cute. But for me, because I change my nails so frequently, it's not worth it to spend a ton on press-ons, I guess, because if I'm just going to be taking them off. But I think you can reuse press-ons. I guess I just never really thought that part through. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, yeah, like I'll check them out. Because I looked through their website and I found some really cute stuff. And so I was like, yeah, sure, let me try them. And so they sent me a couple of my choice. So they come in these little boxes here for protection, but I got this one where they're like long square and, you know, each hand is opposite. And I thought these were really cool. They were kind of my vibe because I mean, this is my nail shape that I like to do. So I picked those. And then these will only work for me when my nails are a little bit shorter, but these are so cute. They remind me actually of my brother's girlfriend because she's really into like these kind of cutesy motifs and stuff like that. And I've seen her get her nails done in like stuff like this before. And I was always like, I want that. And then I saw these nails and was like, now I can have that. And they sent like, this has like glue and the sticker tabs. So there's like a couple ways you can apply them. And then they gave me a little cuticle oil pen and like a ring, but I have really big hands, so I don't know if that's gonna fit. And I have not opened it to try because there's something really disheartening about putting on a ring that doesn't fit and then you gotta sit there and like pry it off. Like, I don't know. So I'll worry about that later. The last thing that I bought that's going on my budget is on the 23rd. Painted Polish released this like gilded greens quad, but you could buy them separately. And I was really tempted to buy all four, but one really did stand out to me amongst the rest. And it was this one called Gilded Gherkin. I've never heard anybody in real life call a pickle a gherkin. So I don't know if that's what we're doing now or what that word is all about. I mean, I've read the word and I know that it means pickle. I don't know if it's like a special kind of pickle. I'm not about to get knee deep in pickle lore on Wikipedia because the second I Google that, the rest of my day is gone. I'm going to be reading about pickles till I go to sleep. So I cannot do that. I'm taking that weight off my shoulders and I'm just going to say I bought the pickle polish, okay? So I bought the pickle one and it was with shipping $16.70. And I really hate buying a singular polish and paying shipping on that singular polish. I like to buy at least two to pay shipping on three if we're being ideal. But I'm trying to be responsible and only buy the things that I know I absolutely want. Like, why spend more to not save anything? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I bought that and it's on its way. It's shipped. It's just not here. So I'll throw up, I probably already did, but before I went on that pickle rant, a photo of what this polish looks like. It's right up my alley. I posted on my stories that I bought it and like so many people were like, I saw that and I thought of you. And I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm the weird food green lady. I don't know. Okay, and then the last thing is kind of a weird thing. It actually just came in the mail today, but I didn't know what day to put this on because like in January or like the end of December, I can't even remember. I was on Reddit and somebody was like, I'm giving away my Holo Taco boxes, and they had like the OG box, like the first box, and they were like, you can have them, whoever, first come, first serve. And I was just like, hey, do you still have the original box? And she was like, yeah, I'll send it to you. And I was like, well, like, let me at least pay for shipping. Like, when you ship it, tell me the total and I'll send you that. I'll Venmo you or whatever. She was like, yeah, sure. And then she was like, all right, I'm going to send it soon. And then just didn't. And I like reached out one more time. I was like, hey, just let me know like what I owe you. And then she didn't respond. And then like last week, she was like, hey, sorry, do you still want the box? And I was like, are you okay? Like, is everything all right? You just disappeared for like 2 months. She was like, yeah, okay, I'll send it. And I was just like, all right. And she paid for the shipping and like didn't ask. And I was just like, okay. So it's a little beat up, but I got it for free, so I'm not gonna complain. It is the original Holo Taco box that like the first collection came in. It really cracked me up because when I opened it, there was just a leaf inside of it. There was like just an entire like little leaf. I think there's another leaf. Yeah, so I don't know, but literally, look at that. I got the first box. I was kind of collecting all the boxes at one point, and because I was buying every collection, and then I didn't get the rainbow box, the original unicorn skins box, or this box. And people sell this box for like stupid amounts of money. So the fact that she just gave it to me, I was like, all right, cool. Now I'm just missing a box because I didn't buy the collection. I did not buy the Holo Taco chromes, and I don't feel any type of way about it. I'm just like, whatever. All right. But it's kind of cool to have the first box. I'm going to put it on my shelf behind me. So I didn't pay anything for that. So didn't affect my budget. And then the other thing is, I bought a new camera, and it's predominantly for, you know, YouTube, but I decided not to take it out of my nail polish budget because it's more like a reinvestment back into my channel, which nail polish, it is somewhat an investment into my channel, but like, let's be real, 90% it's for me and I'm just telling you guys about it. But like an actual camera, that is for the channel. There's really no other way to spin it. And I can use it for other stuff in my life. Janixa from Nail Lacquer Therapy, she was like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to figure it out. I'm selling this. And I was like, okay. And I like turned to my boyfriend. I was like, should I do this? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, but it's this much money. And he goes, yeah, just do it. And I was like, okay, great. Thank you. So I took it out of like just previous YouTube money that I had made in my first year on YouTube because I didn't spend any of that. Because my whole thing was I was going to save all that money and then buy a nice camera, and I just never did any research. And then Janixa posted this one and I Googled it really quick and it was like, that's a good camera. And I was like, okay, buying that. So I did. And she sent this with just like, there's a whole box of stuff. It has this little bee on it, which if anything, that made the whole thing worth it. But in theory, my videos should look better. If they don't, at least I'm filming them on a nice camera. So yeah, that is my haul for the month of February. Like I said at the beginning, my entire budget, including the rollover and like YouTube ad revenue and my codes, total was $201.03. Gonna buy a lot with that 3 cents, I'll tell you. After all was said and done, I spent $132.47, which means that my rollover, or what remains, is $68.56. So I'll be bringing $68.56 into March with me to spend. And then I don't have the payout from my codes or my YouTube ad revenue yet. Usually with the YouTube ad revenue, it's a little bit delayed. And so I won't know until probably like, it's March 1st right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll know like the final number. And then I can check my codes online. I haven't totally rang it up yet, but I don't plan on buying anything today. Anyways, I'm trying to order less. I'm trying to have less packages arrive at my home so that my boyfriend's not always like, oh, geez, another box, Hillary, another box. Like, okay, well, maybe I like boxes, okay? But yeah, that is everything. Out of everything, I want to say I'm the most excited about something, but I'm so excited about all of it. The Shrek plates, I was literally blown away. I was like about to scream when I opened the package because I was like, Stacy, why did you do that? It was such a sweet gift, and I'm so excited to try those out on my first ever stream. And the camera, I'm really excited to just use that and try and figure it out. We'll see how that goes. What if it's so high quality that, because I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S9 to film on, what if that camera is so good quality that you guys see like how old I actually look? What if I just look cracked? What if, like, so many people are always like, Hillary, your makeup looks so good. What if you see how bad it actually looks in real life? I don't know. What if the camera's too good of a quality? Maybe we want a little bit of this false blurring, right? We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you guys picked up in the month of February down below. I know some of you guys are on a no buy as well. So if you're doing that, let me know how that's going for you, because I really respect that. I feel like sometimes I just like forget that I'm like, oh, I don't want to spend money today. And then I'm just like, let me spend $40 for no reason. So I just really respect people who are like, I'm not going to spend anything, and they follow through on it, because my brain is too scattered to ever handle something like that. But yeah, that is going to be it for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.